options. There's an option to record.
Okay. Good morning, classmates. My name is Cecilia Felix, and today with Aixa Valle, we'll be presenting intellectual intelligence in the workplace.
First, I'm gonna say the introduction. The emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your emotions. Talking about both, I mean your own emotions and your coworkers or others' emotions. This helps with communication, empathy, and teamwork. And the intellectual intelligence is the ability to think, resolve problems, and learn quickly. It includes logic and researching and technical knowledge. Both are important, but in our opinion, intellectual intelligence is more essential in the workplace. Today, we will explain why we believe this is by showing the key difference between them and how each affect job performance. One thing it helps with teamwork because these skills are very helpful for jobs. It requires leadership and or working with people because they make the work environment more positive and reduces stress. This type of intelligence helps with teamwork and communication. I already said it. It also reduces conflicts and workplaces and helps build trust and strengthen relationship between co-workers. The emotional intelligence builds trust and strong relationships in the work. And however, emotional intelligence is not enough when it comes to solving complex or technical problems. It helps in jobs like engineering, medicine, and software development require strong intellectual skills too. And in fact, studies show that in complex roles, IQ explains over 50% of job performance, while emotional intelligence plays a smaller role. So even though emotional intelligence is helpful, it's not the most important when it comes to critical thinking in the high-level task.
Okay, today I'll be explaining a little bit more about intellectual intelligence. In the workplace, we know that intellectual intelligence is one of the strongest foundations. It is the one who measures cognitive abilities and sees how well you resolve a problem. It is impossible to lead a project, analyze data, or solve real problems without logic and cognitive ability. Often we can see in fields like engineering, medicine, or finances that intellectual intelligence is essential. On the contrary, emotional skills are secondary. One needs creative skills and disposition to generate ideas, analytical skills and dispositions to decide if they are good ideas, and practical skill and disposition to implement one's ideas and to convince another persons of their worth. We'll start with decision making and why this is so important. Workers with a strong intellectual intelligence can make smart decisions based on data, facts, and reasoning instead of just emotions. Can you go to the other one, please, Aixa? Thank you. As well, it boosts productivity. When someone understands really well their task quickly and deeply, they tend to get more done in less time and with better quality. Okay, the other one. As well, It helps a lot with strategic planning and requires logic and analysis. Creating effective strategies involve analyzing data, identifying patterns, and calculating risk. Skills tied directly to intellectual ability. As well, intellectual intelligence contributes a lot to innovation. People with high intellectual intelligence often come up with new ideas or creative ways to improve products, process, or services in the world. And as well helps us a lot to learning ability at work. People with intellectual intelligence tend to adapt easier in dynamic work environments. Individuals with higher intelligence acquire job knowledge more efficiently, which in turn leads to a better performance. In conclusion, we have that intellectual intelligence is very important in the workplace. It helps people to think in a logical and rational way when they need to make decisions or solve problems. People with high IQs can understand complex ideas and strengthen their plans. At the same time, they can stay calm and work better under pressure, even if they feel strong like emotions. Intellectual intelligence can help workers get their thoughts together and focus on their goal. Despite the fact emotional intelligence is also important, thinking clearly and using the mind can be more useful in the workplace. Thank you so much. That will be all from our part.
Thank you.